Community remix. Why don't you speak fucking English so people can understand what you're saying? But yeah, I mean, the thing is, like you say, you can have a couple of data points, and you can make them fit to some sort of story, and then you can make them fit to another story or another story and another story. I mean, I guess it's what police do, isn't it, when they're trying to build a theory around with the evidence that they've got, trying to solve a murder. You know, they know that somebody was killed, they know that this happened, they know that they've got a weapon, and then it's a question of, okay, was this person around? And you need more than just 2 fucking points of data to be able to make a fucking story. But these fuckers, they just jump at some, come up with a story which fits their feeling, and it must be true. There's no other possible explanation for it. It has to be this, and fucking run with it.
It's completely. See, Matt says it's a completely different person. Oh my God. Look at this, Sam's Clay, which again, this is somebody that has credibility. Like when he makes a comment about something, he usually is not outlandish and like making huge, groundbreaking comments, but he's like, no, you said this. And then when he says that, he typically has a fucking timestamp. So like, I give the guy credibility. So when he comes into my chat and says, the RSO guy is the sister's husband, MTF mentioned it on stream, which I heard her mention it yesterday on stream. So like, now you have people, and I'm putting responsibility on me first, but if I saw it this way, I'm sure others did. But when I watched that, and I'll have to go back and watch it, and I'm putting the responsibility on me, is that it seemed like Nunny was alluding to the guy that she didn't report was that guy. And look at how terrible this guy is because he has all these reoccurring charges, and she didn't report him.
Yeah,
that's how I interpreted that.
That's my impression of it.
But now, if they're saying no, she's calling out her sister, right? And it's like, this is the guy, and this is why I'm calling her sister. That is a perfect example of like manipulating it completely.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at what Nunya fucking said.
I do too.
If that's absolutely what she's saying, it's RSO guy's NTF sister husband. It's not the guy that was fucking implied in the story. But I don't know whether fucking Nunya was saying that.
That's the same thing. So, but I agree. I'm going to keep from that track anyone. I'm going to go back and see how Nunya presented that. That is what I'm going to go back and see. Because that is a perfect example of what we've been talking about this whole time. Is even in that case, right, is taking that and being like, using that against them, right? And it's, what do they say? It's like there's, when...
So we got to be careful. We got to be careful here not to do the same thing against Nunya, though. you know, because maybe we got it fucking wrong. Maybe
That's
no,
what
you
I said.
didn't. You know, give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she didn't.
You heard me say that. I said the responsibility's on me right now. I said the way I got the impression is this. I will go back and look at it. It seems like a lot of other people, that's the impression they got, but I need to go back and look at it. So I did do that already.
Fair enough. Yeah, I missed it. I was reading through comments. I find it hard to walk and chew gum. It's not good for me to read comments and try to listen to someone talk.
No, it's tough. But anyways, I gotta shut this thing down anyways.
Yeah.
You feel like you got everything?
Actually, there was someone asked, no, fucking, I can't do it.
What?
That's all right, I'll leave it.
What?
No, it was a question. It was a question about. It was about the Zuzu thing. And did she mention what happened to the baby in her repressed memory after they took it?
Yes. Yes. She says from the statement that she made during it is that all she remembers is a small bundle of stuff draped in something blue that was handed to her and said they said what she says is they said that your baby is dead, so you better say goodbye or you won't have another chance to say goodbye.
I don't know, but she didn't say what happened to it after that.
No, in fact, she said, "I want to find out what happened to my baby."
Okay,
that's what she said.
So she wants to find. So that would make sense that she'd want to find out because it's a bit of a sort of gap there, and what happened to it?
Who knows? Like I said, I stand by 100% what I said in terms of I'm not calling the woman a liar. I think that she has some serious mental health stuff going on, and I do not think that people gassing her up and coddling that because I've dealt with this firsthand is a beneficial thing, right? I think that there are professionals, especially when it deals with stuff like trauma, that you should be having these thoughts and working these things out with, not Sam Clinton Network or Nunya Ghetto Business at all. Those are not the two organizations that I would reach out to.
Yeah. I mean, Sam's bloody thing that it happens all the time where survivor stories aren't believed and the system fails them. It's like, yeah, mate, but
here's the irony, Telly. And so I'm glad you brought that up. Here's the irony. Days before, he's on his own stream and he brings up clown and false accusations. And then he gives this whole story about this professional guy that got slandered by false accusations and how that it does happen, right? So these are the things I pick up from Sam, right? It's it's what suits the pandering. Yeah. It's what suits the pandering to feed his ego, to feed his image. It's not so much of which is really strange to me because I know Sam's a pretty smart guy and he likes debating, right? So you'd think that a guy that's somewhat intelligent and thinks he's good at dialogue would more so not pander to what's the easiest thing to make myself look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's that thing is okay, if you're my friend and you are accused of a crime, then I'll believe you. But if you're a victim and you're a friend of mine, then I'll believe the victim.
Yes,
and I'll believe that you're a victim. That's and we all fucking have that tendency. But I guess it just becomes so fucking obvious when you're watching, them or fucking watching us and us watching them. It's like we can say instances where this person's been accused of something and you're supporting them, and then the other side of the things you say believe all fucking victims. It's like you can't have it both ways. It just doesn't fucking work. You can't have.
That's what I'm trying to. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I went into chat when you started it. You went to chat, and then I followed you in there. That's exactly what I was saying. Is that I made a really witty comment that I'll say on my own. That I'm saying that's witty. Is that I was like, listen, Nunya, I'm just trying to find out where's the line of who to question and who to not, right? Yeah. Where to be critical and where to be not, because it seems like Nunya is that line. She's the one that we must go to, right?
Yeah, it's believe all victims unless
They're in Zoom.
Unless the accused is my friend.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. I think that's the rule that we play by. Anyway, mate, good talking to you.
All right. Yeah, I
drink.
appreciate that. I felt like it was good that we got people to be able to speak freely in chat, say what their opinions were, and some people on panel to actually have a panel for once. That was nice.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, good to talk. All right, mate. Catch you later.
All right, appreciate you. All right, party people. So, a little TBS panel. I honestly, to tell you the truth, like because I don't have a ton of time to be editing and stuff, I may provide more, like, you know, earlier morning platforms for this. I'm not going to do it consistently. I'm not going to fucking just go and you know, replay shit over and over to like shit post on top of it. I would much rather do shit like this to you know, kind of start a fucking dialogue. So yeah, I think it's kind of what's needed as opposed to this just kind of like bullshit kind of bullshit streams we've been having. And God, you're such a little loser, dude. You're so fucking weird. Like, you're the biggest spurg I know. And no one's using her mental illness to slander Nunya. Nunya put it on her fucking to put it on her channel. Let it run on her channel. I'm on StreamYard right now, you retard. I'm on StreamYard right now. I could shut this down. Kat Reed got on the StreamYard and said she was on her fucking account. She could shut it down. She didn't. And then she chose to spend the last 2 days reigniting it, even though it was so traumatic for people to be talking about it. So no, it was brought to the public square. I'm going to discuss it because I do think it's an important matter. Because what's the downside? The downside is watering shit down, right? Of like when people do come have their own messages, you know, their own stories, watering that shit down because for whatever different reason, whether it's mental illness or the other 20 reasons people might be bullshitting about it, it's not a healthy thing to do. And I think that you should be answering for your actions because you told us that you were never in Zoom, and I played a clip with your cringe ass, fat ass voice sitting in Zoom. You fucking weirdo. We caught you. We caught you. Oh my gosh. I had to explain this to PHI the other day. Let me explain something to you. Okay, so the globe, it's round, right? Okay? It's round. The earth is round. And what we did years back is that we created these time zones, okay? They run north to south, okay? These time zones, right? It's very political, believe it or not, but there's still time zones. And how those work is that I'm actually ahead of time of you, okay? So like, I think pretty sure you're mountain time. So like I'm 8 hours ahead of you in time. Now, let me just make this clear really quick for you, bud. Strap your helmet on because this is going to blow your mind. Even though I'm 8 hours ahead of you, that does not mean I know who's going to win Thursday night football 8 hours before you do, okay? We're still on the same thread. We're still on the same line of time together. When it comes to time zones, I'm ahead of you, okay? Does that make sense? Oh, are you going to come to Vegas too? No, I'm not in Vegas. I leave shortly. But no, no. So yeah, so that's really how that works. So please, Dub, I know you're gonna send me some like bets. You want me to like help you on bets and stuff. That's not gonna happen. It doesn't work. The world doesn't work like that. I hate to break it to you. So yeah, party people. Glad to have you. Thank you for coming for the meltdown of TBS. It was fun. And I think we'll see how things play out. It'll see good to see the shitpost and the spur that comes from Nunya here. I look forward to it. I love to see you in there, saying you're not in Zoom while you're in Zoom sucking farts out of Nunya's ass. All right, hey, you guys have a great day.
Hey, good morning. There's a few of you there. What's going on? Well, I'll just go through this real quick. You know, I think what it's going on here is a little too much privilege. That's the way I look at some of this stuff. These guys are talking for victims that aren't victims themselves because they've been so privileged in their life. That's what I've been able to figure out. Not that I'm saying I'm a victim. I'm just saying these guys are talking like they know how to psychologically assess to be able to label somebody a victim, to be able to help them when they've just haven't experienced it themselves. I got to mute for a sec. But that's what I've gathered. A lot of these guys, they think their reality is like some master reality, like this clip right here. Let's see if we can pick this up.
I'm going to steal a line from Matt Dillahunty. He always says, I want to believe as many true things and as few false things as possible. And despite the situation being so delicate, the truth is more important to me.
Yeah, ultimately, I'd agree with that.
Oh,
I think
Kelly.
it's just that clash, isn't it, when you've got the mentally ill world clashes with the real world, which I guess we're occupying. And
that's the easiest way to explain it for Telly, for having no balls.
You know, how do you handle that when you're looking at it and you're going, fucking, I mean, okay, let's not say this, but say something else which is obviously fucking wrong. You know.
Yeah.
How do you
I think it also
and honor the truth? You got to honor the truth, don't you?
Well, that's what I mean. But
Sure.
I also think that's a part of, you know, the place where it was it was brought up, right? And I'm not just saying, I'm just saying this community in general, right? It's like
right. A lot of you guys like to spread what Predward said.
Actually, and this is where I was kind of, when I was monologuing about Spam and Nunya talking about it on that panel that day, is like, you know, I think then what you guys are talking about is more based in kind of reality, right? Is like the truth and like what's best. Whereas when it's on the other side and people want to,
who the fuck are these guys to say that they've got the truth?
Use it as a point to be like, this is disgusting. Look at how bad these people are. We're the good ones. They're the bad ones. Why are they here? We're here for the right reasons. They're here for the wrong reasons.
Why did these assholes show up on my turf wanting smoke, but now book, burn, and ban, and cry, and cope, and lie?
That's where I'm like, God, if anything, I look at that as the disgusting act, right? Like, I understand that it's a delicate subject, right? But like, when it's leveraged in a manner that's like to be used against someone, right?
All right.
Or a group of people, that's where I'm like, this is out of hand at this point. It doesn't even have anything to do with that. But the fact
like he's saying, oh, Cox doxed the shit out of me. No, I didn't. I made fun of you a little bit. And, he's going to book burn for that. He's going to, you're not allowed in my chat. You're a doxer. Okay, you shouldn't have wanted to smoke then.
You guys are bringing that into the equation. It just doesn't, it just blows my mind.
Well, yeah, it's like exploiting something to appear self-righteous. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was, wasn't it? It was like, I'm going to take this. I mean, if I was outraged by something like that, and I think it was harmful, that panel that we did.
I think Telly's constantly outraged at something.
It's harmful, then I wouldn't fucking replay it and point at it and let more people know about it and, hurt more people. It's just, a convenient excuse to fucking try and take some sort of moral high ground. And
right. Like when Fellowmon plays the clips of those underage girls trying to point something out, but it's a long play, an LP.
The way she was fucking twisting things was just embarrassing.
Oh, you mean yes, I thought that same thing, Telly, actually, because I got to be honest. I try to listen to Nunya because it's very clippable content. I just haven't really had time to be sitting down and editing and stuff. But like, it's been tough lately because I gotta say, she's like, in my opinion, she's just a rage baiter. Like, she's just baiting people to rage, and like the extent that she goes with her, how she twists things. And I think she knows, and I think a lot of her people know what she's doing, but it's like, I can't even listen to it because
like all you guys wrenched up with Skattie Cuckarati, right?
It just gets me. I'm just like, it would make me want to be like, let me go live and address this. And then I'm like, that's not
you know what I like the most though? Is when the truth slaps these assholes, they log out. Like 3 just logged out of here. It's hilarious.
Fucking a normal thing to do, right? Like, and so I just don't listen. I don't listen that much, but I did pop into the recording of the one that you're talking about, where she replayed you, me, and FCC and Vic, right? And you know who's in chat the entire time is Zuzu, and I'm like, if this is it's the first thing that came to my mind. Is like, if this is such
I like how you guys like to believe the biggest liars out there, like Vic.
Disgusting, vile act for these men to do this, right? Like, why are you replaying it, right? And then here's even the weirder thing that came up with it, right? When you got on panel, right? FCC was talking about it. You got on panel. Laura was in chat on her regular account, and then you got up and she's like, oh, disgusting, I'm leaving now, bye. She leaves and comes back on her alt account because I guess she hears it differently on her alt account.
Yeah.
You know what, man, this thing with the Zuzu thing, I think that my theory is also that you will get the proportional response from Nunya depending on how much you donate to her.
Oh, fuck yeah.
How much money does Zuzu give her?
I'd be interested to know how much money she sucks out of Zuzu.
Yeah. Same amount she sucks out of Shelly Shells.
You want to know a really good point, to go back and actually listen to that whole fucking the whole clip of when Zuzu's up there. This is where I'll give props to Zuzu. I will, because Zuzu does not talk about her decoying and does not relate it back to her. I think when she was previously a decoy. really ever. I've never heard her. You know, that entire panel who kept bringing it up was Nunya and Kat Reed. They're the ones who kept bringing up the whole decoying thing. They're the ones who
There
kept,
it is.
again, to me, that's the disgusting and the really the cringe part of that stuff. Is like, she's not even the one using that as a playing part. No. You guys are the one.
Yeah, they're trying to claim it again as a high ground sort of thing, aren't they?
Yes.
These people attacking our catchers and decoys, you evil, nasty people.
Yeah, why are you guys the ones bringing it up? It just blows my mind.
You know something, Telly? There was a time where I would have to agree with him. You know, that these people that are sacrificing their time, in some cases their safety, deserve this exaltation. But having gotten to know these people personally, it took a while, but that's since been, that's my own delusion, buddy.
I think it starts off that way, though. I think, you know, it's like things develop over time. You know, if you look at the community and what people were when they first started in it, I don't think they're the same people as they are now.
Yeah.
You know, some have gone probably more cynical and more focused on the cash and more obvious with it.
You know why Telly can stay so stable and steady? He really doesn't have anything to offer. It's like the guy at the picnic. You show up, don't bring anything, sit kind of in the background, right? Trying to blend in. What do they call that? The wedding hoppers or something like that. Just kind of dress nice, sound fancy. You know the groom, a friend of a groom. Uh-huh. Right. They're just eat the pie and the cake and the food. Don't really bring nothing to the table.
I mean, now you look at Alex. I mean, he was hanging around YouTube.
It's so safe to talk about other people when you got no skin in the game. Huh, right? You don't bring nothing to the table.
He saw YouTube as a way to get, you know, fame and you know, exposure. Before he got into pred catching, he was sort of doing stunts and bullshit and saw this as an opportunity. But he's sort of grown into it, and it's taken over more of a, you know, it's become more of a calling to him rather than less of a calling to him. And I think the others have sort of gone the other way. And well, probably started the same. They've obviously seen it as a, you know, I don't care what they say, that there's, you know, there's elements of fame, there's elements of, you know, being appreciated and exalted, which is attractive to you. I mean, it's nice to be pumped up. Plus, there's the opportunity to make money out of it. Plus, you're doing the right thing. It's like a win-win-win-win situation. Yeah. You can get it right, you know.
But it's also, but here's the thing. And
I think Telly needs to know what it feels like to win. Some of these losers out there just need to feel like they're winning at something. They just don't even know what it is yet.
So, Spider, I'm not sure what I said just recently, but I said this earlier in the stream that Nunya, that's what I heard from Zuzu as well too, is that her repressed memories came from months ago, right? And whether that was months ago or a year ago when she started with DAP, whatever it is. But what I'm saying is that Nunya, speaking for Zuzu, was like, no, this all happened. She literally just said this. This all happened because Big Moose's comments about miscarriage. So just so we're on the same page, that's again, that goes back to my point of like the like using it as a token of your argument is terrible. Yeah. It's fucking terrible.
Just to weaponize it.
Yes, exactly. And just to go back to your guys' point there is, here's the thing. And
what's funny is these guys do the same thing. They weaponize shit they just hear. That's not even true.
We all know that there's tons of fucking drama communities. You know, you found that one that you just played of Jeff, right, Damone? Like, they're obviously all out there. Very similar sort of mentalities, right, to a certain degree. Of just like, you know, people know their kind of their characters and their LARPs and stuff like that. And they got the people on the panel, they got the chatters, yada, yada, yada. But,
who have I doxed, Telly? I knew you'd show up. Who have I doxed there, Telly? Come on, write it in the chat.
The difference is over here, it is the whole decoying and predator catching thing. right? That token, that sort of like piece changes everything, right? Because you can use it as like, you can use it on the simple level like Nunya does, which is like, they're not here for the kids, right? You can't really say that in a 1A community, right? You can't say that there. But then you can also use it.
Wait a minute. The 1A community is about pushing things to the limits. Once again, who the hell are these guys to say they've got the truth and who can do what and how and when? Right? Telly, you don't bring anything to the table. All you got is lies, Cryin, and Copin. Then you say you're the master of that reality.
Which, again, Nunya did this and grandstand on it. I look up threads for free, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I think that's a massive part of this shithole is like this kind of.
See, this is the coping part. He can't answer my question exactly who I've doxed. And that confined spaces was that's from a long time ago, and I got certified in that. Just saying. So, see, you're coping, Telly.
Out that you can use about like, oh, but they're a catcher. Oh, but they're a decoy. Oh, but they're doing OSET shit. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And it really makes
You know what, Telly, it'd suck. No, you don't, Telly, because you know what? When you're blasting my comment section this morning, Telly, okay, and I go, hey, I'll go live on this channel, and you couldn't book burn that comment. I'll go live on the PI for Hire channel, and what you do is hurry and set a live. You are certified, all right. What are you certified in, Telly? See, this is lying, coping, crying.
interesting about how people both like people jump on people's bandwagons and also how people justify their actions. You know, you can even make the argument with the whole PHI thing, and which is something I want to spur.
All your guys' actions are what pussies do. Little spineless, ballless little bitches. Shit, I should show you guys what I was doing yesterday. As a matter of fact, I think I am. While we have a fun little live stream here.
Really quick, is that with the whole PHI thing about like her doxing people on her channel and shit like that. But I just want to make it clear, I don't know why this needs to be continued to be said. The PHI jumps on every fucking panel.
Sorry, I just saw a plane go over that bridge.
Did you see that? KLM? Yeah. I'm ready.
I was just thinking,
You guys see that? Dude, I'm glad you saw that. Yeah, it's wild, dude.
Telly, you can't spot something that you can't see. You think you're good at something, but you know what? You might be good at a little bit of something. I try to give, dudes that at least. Try not to permanently emasculate you. Right? Try to lift you up a little bit. Telly's good at being a little bitch, right? That's his one thing that he's good at. But what bullshit are you spotting? Huh? Because I won't jump and show you credentials when you want to. So you're going to go on, he can't show credentials. He's a liar. I'm just yanking your little string, you little puppet.
Shipple's the biggest dude you've been through, Shipple, right?
Yeah.
Biggest airport in Europe. Yeah. So it's crazy. That's a tax. It's the one taxi that it goes under. But that's funny. You saw that. Is that, dude, PHI has been going at every fucking panel. I might lose you guys, so I gotta get this out quick. Talking about like, holding people's.
Could you guys imagine this is your only reality is the pred catching? You have no credentials, obviously. Dude, I made a video not too long ago even showing some credentials there. I think I even tagged you in it, but you got to stay on loop. Because now you got to stay on loop because you can't control the narrative through book burning. like a little bitch.
You know, relatives for what they're doing. No, what we're holding your feet to the fire for is standing up for something that in every other case you would not be standing up for, right? In every one of the preds that she catches, she would not be like, I'm going to fight with them until they go through court. But in this scenario, she is. It has nothing to do with like, oh, you know, I shouldn't say nothing, but it's not based in the fact that it's your son. I mean, obviously that's a fact of it, but it's the hypocrisy around the optics of it. That's the problem with it.
Hey,
What do you think about?
You guys remember how I say I did what I did in a few occasions just to help point out hypocrisy? These guys' hypocrisy is you got no balls. You're stuck in a drama part of a community that I've seen dwindle down a handful of times, especially by your guys' buddy Predward. You guys helped it and led it, and now further perpetuate in its dumbing down of your drama pocket. Because all you got is to talk about pred catchers and pred catching and victims. And you say that I might be certified. You got your logic all twisted around there. I bet you can't even come on here and like, even if I was to drop the link. Yeah, no, I did. See, yeah, I know you're just trolling, Telly, because you're probably drunk. It's the evening time there. I'll tell you what I do is I show my credentials. I'll turn on my camera. Once the stream's over and we're like in a back room, okay, I'll turn on my camera and I'll start showing credentials and shit like that. And you know what happens to those people? They either shut their mouths and kind of fade to the background, or they got to double down. Like that guy. What's your next move there, weirdo? Wow. See, yeah, now we know that Telly is definitely drinking right now because he's thinking about things in his behind. Projecting. I should have added that to the title. Cryin, Lyin, Coping, and projecting. Telly, you're a gross bitch. Because, see, it doesn't matter how much evidence you do put out to these knuckleheads. They're still going to turn and twist it around to try to make things fit to their agenda because they have the truth. You know how many years I've been pointing out bullshit little crews like yours, Telly? You're not the first crew to come along that's dwindled down to a little drama pocket talking about the people that are actually out doing it. Because you're not. You're sitting there thinking about cocks in your ass.
People, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. That was just.
What do you think about, people believing Zuzu's outlandish story immediately, yet PHI's son? Well, you got to wait and see.
Yeah, that was my fucking big one. And I went up to ask, well, I couldn't go up on the panel, but I put that in chat for Sam Clinton to pick up while he was up there because he was quite vocal about that. If you remember, like a month ago or whatever it was, when he was blasting PHI for her comments about them not being a victim unless there was a conviction. And that was very fucking valid to this case because obviously there's been no conviction. There was no court case. So how can Zuzu actually be considered a victim according to PHI?
Do you know what you're even talking about there, Telly? No. I go out and I do shit. You don't give me meaning. What you are is a chew toy, just another chew toy that the state sent. And your interagency bullshit. No, I'll turn on the camera. I'll show you guys what I was doing yesterday. Let's just say I gotta prep some fish for the smoker.
Anya said fucking multiple times whenever I bring that up, she goes, she never said that, Telly, you fucking freak
unreal.
weirdo. It's like, well, she kind of fucking did. That's why she was nominated for Loser of the Week for like 3 weeks in a fucking row.
Do you know what I hear from you guys? That's what I hear from you guys. You guys are pussies, and you need, see, you're projecting it. You need meaning in your life. I turn this thing on to blast you idiots every once in a while. Oh my gosh. You wanted to blow up my comments for the last few days and then be a bitch just the whole time. I like blasting bitches like you guys, like almost like a boot camp. You need a boot camp, Telly, to become a man. Okay? To not project about, well, high school and middle school things that are gay. Let's put it that way. Because I'm not that. I go out and do real life shit. Then come and tell you guys how dumb you are every once in a while. Because you want to blow up my comment section. And then when I say, hey, I'm going live here if you want to panel up, and then you set a live, right? And, you know, you're not the first shill bag to come along to try to cover up Mr. Cox, get me out of the algorithms, lie, cope, and cry, and then project. Like this right here. Project. Is that why you're such good buddies with TBS? Huh? Do you guys meet up every once in a while and talk about Javelina? Dumbass.
But yeah.
It's unreal. It's and yeah, like I'm gonna say it, even though he's the motherfucker's gonna dox me, but it's the same thing. And I'm not saying people are innocent or guilty, but I'm just using the same logic. But I bring it up with the clown stuff as well too. When I brought it up about clown, what's Laura say? Laura's like, oh, well, that went through the case, and you know he wasn't charged, right? And it's like, okay, but Ed wasn't charged, right? Ed wasn't found guilty for that. Oh, fuck the cops.
Well, it's like, I mean, you go, how far do you go? I mean, you could say, because she brought up this thing about domestic violence the other night as well. And I thought, you've got fucking caps.
TBS just soiled his depends because there was a cop behind him. What a dork.
Sitting in your chat there, fucking bitching off again. And he's got fucking a history of DV fucking confrontations. Is she going to apply that to him as well?
But here's the point I wanted to make. Here's the point I was sorry that cop got me all fucked up. Is that you know, Laura says, well, no, he didn't get, you know, it didn't go through, right? It's like, okay,
you know what, right there might confirm a few things for me. Yeah, I know, it's because it's called being shadow banned and throttled, Telly. And I'm also multi-streaming across the internet when I do these streams, Telly. And there might be more people watching than just your one little dumbed down reality chat room that you're stuck in. Trying to think you're going somewhere. Now, here's a question for you, Telly, right? You guys are worried about all these people that are getting lit up like NTF that you guys are, you know, with at one time, right? You're all together with Predward. Huh. Y'all lit up like Predward. Now, Telly might not be, right? He's kind of a wino. He's more like a boxed wine wino. Cryin, Lyin, and Copin. But a lot of these guys are lit up like Christmas trees. Almost like they're getting some type of a supply from Edward for talking shit on people. Right? Little Scooby snacks sent to you through the mail. And especially the, what can I call this? try to code it. Well, we'll just call it the E, okay? I'll say it once. The ecstasy, okay? That Predward was caught with, right? Wasn't that something on the list that Predward was caught with? Was some X? And you've got a Dutch connection there where the best shit comes from, right? From the Netherlands. And he is all fucked up over some cops.
You go. I mean, you could say, because she brought up this thing about domestic violence the other night as well. And I thought you've got fucking Cap sitting in your chat there.
I'm gonna go far enough back. Here we go.
That went through the case, and he wasn't charged, right? And it's like, okay, but Ed wasn't charged, right? Ed wasn't found guilty for that. Oh fuck, a cop's behind me.
It's like you go. How far do you go?
Oh fuck, a cop's behind me. That caught him by surprise. If you weren't really doing anything wrong, oh shit, this cop's behind me. I'm just gonna go over, get out of his way. He's like, oh fuck, right? I'd do like an oh shit, I might be in his way. You don't have his lights on. Let me get out of his way. One more time.
He wasn't charged, right? And it's like, okay, but Ed wasn't charged, right? Ed wasn't found guilty for that. Oh fuck, a cop's behind me.
It's like you go. How far do you go? I mean,
fuck, a cop's behind me.
Because she brought up this thing about domestic violence.
Somebody make a freaking sock account with TBS's face on it and says, oh, fuck, a cop's behind me.
The other night as well. And I thought you've got fucking Cap sitting in your chat there fucking bitching off again. And he's got fucking a history of DV fucking confrontations. Is she going to apply that to him as well?
But here's the point I wanted to make. Sorry, that cop got me all fucked up. That
cop got him all fucked up. It's just kind of just another little red flag. I can't say a confirm, but another red flag on this guy going to the Netherlands. He's obviously a partier himself being there. They've talked about the X. Isn't that amazing? Got a whole community lit up like they're all on X and other drugs. But hey, my comprehension is that good shit, the real high grade test X and MDMA comes from the Netherlands. And that's where TBS is at now on the highway. And I just had a cop behind him. There's all fucking cops behind me. And that cop fucked him all up.
Is that Laura says, well, no, he didn't get, it didn't go through, right? It's like, okay, well, think about it this way. Zuzu isn't necessarily accusing anyone, right? But her story's still valid, right? So then what about the story that mother and child went to the police with? Is that not valid then?
Wow, he's really invested there, Telly, like you are. And actually, you should see the, I don't know what they call it over on D-Live. Man, I've been going over on D-Live for years. I've got their crypto saved up from donations and shit like that. Haven't even touched it. I think I had to lock in at 1,000 or something like that. Just saying, I don't even know if we're going over there today, though. I don't know. Maybe. That's just one of them. There, Telly. See red flags. No. There's okay. So see, that's how your double reverse psychology would try to work, right? You got to discredit me for having a red flag. Oh my God, there's a red flag. We see a whole community of fucking losers all lit up like Christmas trees, yo. right? Like your friend NTF. That's your friends. You're all friends there. You're all working back and forth and fighting together for the clicks and views and shit like that. It's the way I see it. They're Telly. She all lit up like a Christmas tree, right? Unless she's withdrawn from maybe some of the going through withdrawals with some of the shit that Ed was able to send her. You know, maybe Ed's like just your average internet by mail drug dealer. Oh, I'm so full of shit. I just have a red flag. I didn't say, hey, this is a confirmation because TBS is scared as fuck that a cop's behind him. That he's thinking he's going down for something. I wonder if he had a load of some X there that he was transporting. Maybe doing another airport for a muley to land in Texas so Predward can, meet him at the airport or something. I don't know. I mean, I can come up with as much bullshit as you guys can. Okay, well, because you say so and you're dumbed down reality, I'm discredited, everybody. Should I just shut down the stream now? Should I just hang it all up because Telly says that I discredit myself? No, it's a fact that the best shit comes from the Netherlands. Okay. And it's also a fact that you got a whole community lit up like Christmas trees. Now, there's a lot in between to go through there. Let's sidetrack a little bit. Should we talk about the Attorney General of Texas, Ken Paxton? Right? I know you guys don't like to talk about that for some reason. You like to talk about Sam Clinton, but you don't ever bust him out on that communications company, Telly. Is that discrediting myself by pointing that out? Wow. No, I don't see red flags everywhere. And also, I don't take meds, dude. I'm not into that shit. Telly. So, is that too much fantasy for you, little guy? Or is this the fantasy?
I mean, like, you can't. If you're going to carry.
That'd be that's murder. That's a murder charge.
What do you mean?
If the way that she delivered this baby full term, 9 months, and it had died due to a beating it sustained from her abusers, that's a murder charge. They're going to investigate that.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even actually
Oh my God, you guys are so fucking far behind. They would take somebody like NTF Donna and insert her ass because Predward, here's another red flag, probably found her on freaking Only Failed, okay, and recruited her from there because she was failing. And like with the Muffin Man crew, they reel you in and say, oh, we can get you up and going on YouTube and get you viewers and monetized. Yeah, $150 a month for somebody like NTF to sit there all day. So losers can talk about her baby's death, which, if you know how to do some deep research math, okay, she's probably inserted. You guys are, well, why would she be there? Why isn't she in jail? Well, why did Predward only get 21 days for meth charges? Oh, wait a minute. They probably needed an insider, right? Hey, what's up, Shizzle? Let's talk about the queen. You mean the one that croaked? Yeah, how's the LARPing going? That's some funny shit. Hey, Shizzle, I was actually able to get out yesterday, and I got a smoker load. I think I'll turn on my camera here in a little while, and I got to do some cleaning and prepping. We got to, let's say, suck the juices out of the meat. Well, I mean, isn't that incredible after you catch, 21 days for meth possession. Supposed to be a month. But he had like 6 charges there, and all those devices that were locked. And 2 devices that had some explicit material with crimes against children. What else? Oh, yeah, and all those drugs for some reason. Right? And they don't want to talk about their buddy that's in the Netherlands. And that communications company is Sam Clinton's. And then the Black Pearl of Texas company that, well, sells or sold or used to or whatever the fine jewelry, right? That maybe they can make look like little pearls after they get a shipment from the Netherlands of some high test, high grade Dutch ecstasy. You got a whole community all lit up there, Telly. You can't really get into depth of it, Telly. Not even in the comments section. Well, I mean, your Ed was built to be the big guy. He was the big guy. Come on, Telly, don't bullshit me, man. I've been trolling that whole little sector since 2016. Now, Telly, if anybody here is a loser, it's you, dude. Okay, you got nothing to show for your fruits. And you don't bring anything to the table besides what we call here in the U.S. in the courts, conjecture. Factless based opinion. I guess I got to go to the 101 course, you shizzle. Well, what's interesting is before Edward did those 21 days, he was able to go to Florida from Texas to do some catches with the whole crew of people. Sam Clinton sponsored up under Sam Clinton's communications company. Telly, you want to talk about losers? You like to talk about losers, right? Well, Telly, since this is all imagination, why can't you talk about your little nemesis buddy, play fighting partner, Sam Clinton? Why can't you talk about his communications company? Why? Yeah. Well, they'll talk about how they've denounced Ed, but they're still, it just seems, hey, what's up? What's truth? Hope you're having a good day. Well, let's get back into this and let's listen to these guys, how they're the rulers of truth and that reality. The arbiters of truth of the drama dwindled down bullshit pocket that used to be part of the pred catchers, because that's what shitbags like Edward Stairs and his crew does, is bust down something that's good into drama pockets. So little shitbags like Telly, Dumbone, the bad guy, and Tommy Boy Studios. So these shitbags can be the arbiters of truth and that reality, thinking they've got it, the whole spectrum nailed down. These guys are awesome.
That's right. You're right.
What was that? What was that? What was the murder charge?
Is that what he, what Zulu had said was like, that these people, like, they held her up and would like punch her in the stomach to make sure she would get pregnant, right? Yeah. And that after she gave birth, her stomach was like black, right? And that the baby was handed to her dead, right? And I never even put this together. Is that you're right? Is like you couldn't just write that off, because at that point, like, they were even talking about this on the panel before in terms of mandatory reporting, right?
Yeah.
There's no way you could just be like, oh, it was a miscarriage, we'll chop it up as that. There's no fucking way. You're right.
Well,
would be.
I'm gonna address one more thing, and then I'm gonna hop down. Ryan is all up.
You know what I'd like to see is Telly actually denounce Vic. Like, they gotta talk shit on each other a little bit, and he'll probably lie. Oh yeah, I would denounce Vic. But you gotta project his gay LARP bullshit BS story of butt sex. Really? Did you catch that back here? Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right there. No, that never happened, Telly. Okay, that's Vic's gay LARP to get out of him being busted out as a MAP, a minor attracted person. But what he did is he even came out and told you his obsession with animals too. I kept on wondering why he wanted to catch one of those javelina. And I go, dude, if you're going to catch it, you're going to have to eat it. It's like, nah, I really don't want to eat it. I just want to catch it. Like, no, don't do that. Don't mess with the javelina, dude. Just get back to work. How about that? But he's not going to denounce. Watch, he won't be able to denounce Vic, even though they had to play fight together like him and Ed. Oh, there it is. More gay projection, Telly. Man, you are lonely, Telly. Are you like Philemon, haven't been laid in like 10 years, Telly? See, well, that's a good play fight, Telly. That's an excellent play fight. Yeah, well, I mean, I busted him out on being GCHQ, so he has to run with it now. Gomez says I'm GCHQ. What an idiot, right? He goes in this little dumbed down piece of shit drama pocket, like what happened with the Truthers. With Philemon and Gandalf and Chinada and Tacos and even Agent 19. But I don't even know what was really going on there. I don't want to blast Agent 19, but it's interesting how Gandalf likes to cuck to Agent 19. Oh my gosh. I got the clips on that.
In arms, because he thinks that any 9-year-old, he goes, how could you not believe the claims made by a 9-year-old of sexual assault? Well, I would initially if I was dealing with a 9-year-old.
Really listen to these guys, how they think they're the professionals here of this dumbed down drama pocket that used to be part of the Pred Catchers. They're the professionals in that reality, and they got the twoof. God, do you know how many times I've heard little loops like this shit? But just, I mean, it's the same script, just applied differently in different pockets that they busted down. Like shitbags like Telly helped bust down with their lies and drama and crying and projecting and coping. They help bust it down, and then they say they've got the truth. I think it's hilarious. I mean, me personally, especially the way you guys got to try to use the Tooth Fairy and Clovis, huh, Telly? Man, that was some good play fighting between Clovis and Denise Mad Cow, and Telly's all up in the middle of it, paneled up with Clovis. Oh, that's Denise has got to go. Come on. It's so easy to see through, but you're supposed to call me crazy for being able to see through your bullshit. Okay, right? That's how it works.
I would, but not if I'm dealing with a 20-something in the middle of a manic episode.
On a shit posting drag stream.
Yeah, that's not how that works, man. Those claims don't carry the same weight. Ryan, not to me.
I think just before you go, Domain, there's one thing that I'll just bring this back to, I think, where this probably started from, which is NTF, because that's what I'm just thinking, like how the Nunyanites would do it. What about NTF? Which is fair enough. There's two things in this. I mean, she's done a runner, and I missed exactly why she split, but I assume it was to do with that photo, which seems like there's a needle sitting there. And then the question is, okay, well, she's got kids around, and this is obviously inappropriate and dangerous. But my question to you guys is, do you really believe that she has a kid at home, or is she just NTF?
Oh, I want to participate.
Well, let me say my let me answer, and then
don't leave, faggot.
Dude, I'm tired, bitch.
You're always so tired.
Do math,
dude. Like, this guy's so. And then he gives me this story about, like, have you ever had kids? Do you know what it's like having kids? And I'm like, no, dude, because I hear people like you. That's why I don't want to have fucking kids.
Well, then allow me to give you the same answer, TBS. I'll tell you what. You go to bed around 1:30 every morning, right? And then you wake up at 6 a.m. to get your children to the bus stop. So for 9 months out of the year, your sleep is split in half. And then you come talk to me, you fucking Euro faggot bachelor cuck. Okay?
Okay, go ahead with what you're
Is that fair? Is that fair?
Okay, you fucking girl.
Okay, answer the question, man.
Okay.
Fuck.
Shut up, junkie.
Fucking
You got a fucking
There
junkie
it
up here.
is.
You could definitely answer what it's like to fucking.
I will.
bang.
If there's actually truth there at all, calling TBS a junkie, that might more explain that connection of that high-grade, high-test shit coming from the Netherlands to light up a whole community like a Christmas tree. So people yell, and then when it's inconvenient, right, throw people up under the bus that you've recruited to look more legitimate. It's even on your own side, or was on your own side, or still is, or was, or how that weirdo Brandon got brought in. Damn. Yeah, Telly's gonna bail because he'll probably go live because he gets butt hurt and then has to go get his ego fed a little bit. Here, let's see if he went live. No, he scheduled a live, but it was only because I was going to go live. Man.
I will answer all the fucking dope
Junkie
baby questions you have, but right now we're asking about the fucking missing child, man.
Okay, I want to hear what you got to say.
Do I think she has a child at home?
You know what's interesting is just like Skattie, they got to know who's got children at home. You like that? What's truth? Why? So you can assign people across the street to film the children, and then also, like the rodent, film the children when they're being taken away by CPS. That's a hypothetical. The rodent showed up to film when he thought that the children are going to be removed out of this RV by CPS. Some good investigators and detectives say that those children are probably already for sale. Oh my God, another red flag. Oh my God, Cox is crazy for even thinking that, huh? Where are you at now, Telly, to disprove that? Now, I agree that NTF's a scumbag, but they recruited in that scumbag to be able to throw up under the bus when it was convenient to deepen all their covers, in my opinion. Right? Oh my God. Crytaly. Cox is crazy for thinking about shit like that. Loving it. I love this shit.
Oh, that's tough, dude. I think she definitely does. I don't know if it's full time, but what I do know is that those syringes to deliver medicine to kids, they go up to like, if you look on the back of the box, I think it goes from like all the way up to 8 years old, right? Then you move on to
what's interesting is they're regurgitating information that they've already compiled in another stream and regurgitating it over here, and he'll regurgitate the same thing over there. But again, my interest is, why do you scumbags have to figure out who's got kids in their home? Even if they are from other scumbags. Is it because that scumbag can't really defend herself and that kid's going to be easy to abduct and sell? I don't know. That's what some good detectives and investigators have figured out. Right. Yeah, he can't really. Hey, Urban, what are you doing, man? Hope you're having a good morning. This is a panel from earlier this morning. This is TBS, Tommy Boy Studios, that cries that Cox stalks the shit out of him, and I didn't. I made a couple of spoof accounts that had his middle name in it. His name's Nettie. Middle name is Nettie. Could you imagine that? Dude, that's why he's pissed. Cox stalked the shit out of me. Dude, your middle name is Nettie. That shit's hilarious. But we got Tommy Boy, Telly, the bad guy, and Dummones about to drop out. Oh, later, losers. Yeah, go cope it off. Drink some more there, Telly. Oh, right on. Right on, Shizzle. If you're on your smoke break, we'll catch you later. Right on. Getting off work. Sweet. Yeah, light up the stream, dude. I'll shut down here in a minute. UD sometimes does that. But we'll listen to these losers for a little bit longer and how they mouth jack each other back and forth with their ultimate truth and their reality, their dumbed down little reality.
Regular over-the-counter pain relief, but so I don't. Does she have a child that young in the house to be using? If that is a medical syringe for dispensing medicine, I stopped doing that with my kids 5 and under. You know, so I don't know, but we do have a certified junkie boy on panel that could probably get to the bottom of this. But it's good to talk to you, gentlemen. Y'all have a good day.
Wait, real quick. Just to fucking. So you're saying that syringe was not for kids? You would know that.
That I don't think it was, but let me be the first one to say I don't know anything about syringes. I don't have experience with them.
Okay.
So I'm talking out of my ass.
Do you think she's got a kid at home?
At some
that was
point,
the question.
I already answered that. At some point during the week, I don't know if it's full, if it's 24/7.
Okay.
I'm just unsure. You never hear them, which is fine, which is preferable.
And if she does have kids at home, do you think that then it does become a question for child services?
Nah, man, I would never get CPS involved in somebody's.
Yeah, that's
just off of internet.
You mean off the internet? Yeah, I was just
yeah.
No, I'm just saying we're looking at that mess and syringe. If it was a syringe lying around.
If it's a syringe lying around and it can be confirmed that it's for banging dope, then you may have a case there. But if it's inconclusive, I don't believe you can't just calling CPS is a huge deal, dude. You can't just do it all willy nilly. You know.
Yeah, just for the just a quick side note here for the people in chat. Banging dope that means doing it with a needle.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knows that besides your stupid ass PBS.
No, there's people in chat that do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damone, I hope you get into banging dope and ruin your life and die of an overdose.
All right, thanks, man. You it's good to talk to people who are not morons. Y'all have a good day. Peace soup.
They're gonna fucking clip that. Be like, look how disgusting that guy is. This 50-year-old man talking about overdosing.
I had to ask you that other question. You really want Nunya to die as well, do you, Damone?
Oh yes, because everything that I say on panel should be taken literally.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. I am a horrific racist with a black wife and biracial children. I'm a horrible racist that I should be stopped. I'm a homophobe who is into trans chicks as well. I'll tell you what, you fucking retards. If you would look at my profile pic of the beautiful StreamYard duck with the SS hat on and the gay background should tell you everything you need to know about myself and my channel. Now, fuck off.
Yeah, get him. Disgusting human beings.
Wow.
Disgusting.
He's going to get reported for making death threats.
They just go and expose themselves. All right, bad guy. What's your take there, pal?
Of the kid having things. Okay, I was talking about this with somebody. We were talking about the needle situation, and here's my take on the needle thing. I think that was a needle for doing drugs. Some of the guys were arguing that it's too big. It's not one of the slim ones, and sure, but it can still be used for doing dope under desperate fucking measures. But I don't think NTF fucking bangs dope. Or meth. Meth can also be shot up, by the way. And
wait,
I don't think
dope. I thought dope was meth. You saying dope? What is dope?
Typically, you're talking about heroin, or I guess nowadays it would be Fetty.
Oh,
but,
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't think she shoots up. I do think she uses, and I've always thought this. I've just never fucking cared. But I mean, there's signs, dude, like the dirty room, or you know how when she goes really silent and she's just reading comments, and you kind of know she's just sitting there, just zoned out, reading comments until somebody in chat says "Wow, there's." Somebody in chat will be like, "Wow, fucking dead, fucking dead air stream," or "Where'd NTF go?" And then all of a sudden she'll be like, "Oh, I'm back, people. I'm back. I wasn't here. Now I'm back." So I picture her zoned the fuck out reading comments, and then she'll come across a dead air comment, and she'll fucking snap out of it and be like, "Oh fuck, I'm streaming." There's I don't know. There's it feels like she doesn't sleep. She works all night, then she's live early in the morning, then live again in the afternoon, then in every fucking panel.
Yeah.
So I've always figured she's. Yeah, I've always figured she uses.
Pick out. Yeah, that's the one thing I could pick out is the hours stuff. Is I'm just that. Yeah. But I don't know enough about that. I mean, it makes sense to me to zone it out, but I don't know enough about dope to know. I know people become zombies, but yeah.
My theory to why I think she smokes, because I think she smokes. I don't think she shoots up. I think if anything, Rooster. Maybe the needle was Rooster's. Maybe Rooster shoots up. I don't fucking know. But I think she smokes. And the reason why, I'm going to tell you why, is because of that shit she does where she'll fucking just be silent and then somebody else said too, like a lot of times she's silent, and then someone will ask her something, and it seems like she takes a breath before answering. Shit like that, right? And like if you think about it, remember who else would do that? Who else would go live and then stay silent and read comments? It would be Ed, which we know, and he's admitted to fucking doing meth, bro. So I picture her just silently fucking.
Let me ask you this: Does like when you take a I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? A bowl hit? When you take a bowl hit of meth, so weird saying that. Does it like automatically make you like zonk to like is that what you're saying? Like you kind of like you take it and it would kind of make you like, is it kind of like this is gonna be, I know this makes me sound really stupid, I just don't know, but like is it like salvia style? Like does it like you take it and then you're kind of like zonked and then and the thing is also is when you smoke meth, you're constantly fucking smoking meth. It's like smoke. It's not like when you shoot up every fucking couple hours or whatever the fuck. Why? Because it lasts longer when you shoot up?
Yeah, because you're not going to be fucking shooting up constantly. I mean, like every fucking 5 minutes. And it's like when you smoke it, you're just smoking. So yeah, I think she uses it, and it's like never been a fuck. Like I'm not, especially me. I was a fucking junkie. I'm not one to judge. The question gets to when it comes to the whole kid thing, right? Which I don't know. I personally, I'm starting to fall into the idea that maybe her kid doesn't live with her. Maybe she doesn't have custody. I don't fucking know. Because it is weird. Somebody mentioned once that it's weird how like everybody in this community who panels who has kids, at one point or another, you've heard the kid. You've heard kids make noise. Kids are never that silent, right?
That is true.
Yeah, and then I think it was I think it's PatCon or somebody that will like mention every time she's like, oh, I gotta go take my kid to the bus stop, or I gotta go pick up my kid. I think PatCon once was like, dude, why do you always do this like at a different time? It's never at the same time. Like, does he fucking leave school at different times? What the fuck's going on here? Little shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I think too, what she's gonna some fucker's gonna ring Child Protective Services on it. I can guarantee that. I mean, it's not something.
Which would suck, dude.
Really,
I mean,
you think so?
I think someone will fucking do it for sure.
This place is disgusting.
Mate, the moralizing fucking high ground people that'll, I mean, it's pretty easy. If there's a kid that's at risk and, there's a needle there and there's a kid in the house and that filth and so on, I'm surprised no one's fucking done it already, to tell you the truth. But I think I think that'll be the last straw. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point of all the bitching about the fucking filth and everything? Okay, she lives in a fucking pigsty. It's like, and we get the point. We fucking heard it. We know it, Unless you're going to do something about it, why keep fucking bitching about it fucking week in and week out in chats and on fucking panels, I think someone will fucking do it. I mean, as a tip to NTF. As a tip to NTF, I'd say you probably need to get your shit together because someone's going to be knocking on your door if you have got a kid. I'm pretty sure someone's going to do it. I'm not saying it fucking definitely won't be me for sure. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but I can see somebody fucking would.
Fuck. Shit just got kind of heavy there. Fucking.
Well, I've just been a realist, It's just.
No, trust me. I'm not hard. I just, and you're right. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you're right. I mean, even if whether it's for, I say it with the Jeff stuff. I remember the girl.
Well, exactly. Welfare checks on Jeff. It's like he's not going to do welfare check on the kid.
And the crazy thing is, if you guys remember, I don't know if you guys were in chat. It was really kind of late. It was when that welfare check shit went down because we didn't know if it actually went down until Damone posted the shit, right? But it was like this random girl that was like, she came up on panel. I don't think it was that Landon chick, but it might have been that Landon chick, if you guys remember that. But she was the one in chat, like, does somebody have Jeff's information? Because I'm going to call on a welfare check. And I'm pretty sure she's the one that did it. So, like, the thing is, like, I think you're right in terms of being a realist. And the fact of the matter is that it could even be somebody that is not even, that you're not even expecting.
Mate, I can point a finger at a person who's sitting in chat now that I think would do it. John Gotti, a.k.a. the good guy sitting down there. Him and his fucking crew would do something like that for sure. Just so that they could get the fucking, then they'd go and get the bloody video footage from the fucking, from the cop and play it on a fucking screen. Those cunts would do that, wouldn't you, John Gotti? You and John Davis and your counsel.
See, I would hope that whoever does it is doing it out of actual good faith. Like they're willing to. I don't know anything about this stuff, so like I don't know if you can do it anonymously, right? And like be, what am I trying to say? Like active in whether it's the investigation or whatever. But like I hope it's somebody like that is like willing, if they're going to do it, they're like willing to.
Matt just said that he's actually heard her kid.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I don't know. With this conversation, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the best thing, right? Obviously, the best thing would be that she does have her kid. She does not use any fucking drugs or
people are going to be like, oh, well, now we can confirm that there's a kid there. I need to call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that, I mean, if you listen to all the grandstanding that they've been doing over there, which has been, you know, NTF didn't call the cops when, you know, secondhand she heard that somebody was playing with their fucking stepdaughter's ass, and she didn't call the cops on that. You know how fucking.
What's your theory on that, Kelly?
I think it's bullshit. I don't think that ever happened. I think she invented that story as part of her.
Yeah, you think all of it from start to finish is all bullshit.
Yeah, I think it's all bullshit. And
I'm with you.
She's stuck in it and she can't get out of it, and it's just got worse for her.
Yes, exactly. And it was just a story. Yeah, exactly. And that was like one of the things that she could say like that she was not lying about during that. Like I said during my live stream months ago when it first happened, like I feel like it was just a spiral of stories, and then when shit came out, that was the easiest one for her to, you know, be like, oh no, but I wasn't lying about that one too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then it came down to this, I don't want to be a snitch, because she thought that was the right thing to say because being a snitch was a bad thing, but she hadn't thought it through. It was just sort of all cascading out of her head.
You guys stay in here real quick. I gotta end it.
Oh my God. What a bunch of freaking dum-dums. Really. Needing to know all of that information on somebody. I mean, I know NTF wants to put it out there, but dang, man. To be that invested? That's crazy. Well, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to have to mute for a second. All right, now what I'm going to have to do is turn my camera on here. This isn't going to be pretty at all. Okay, got to mute one more time. Oh, yeah. Here, let's turn that off. Definitely not the biggest catch we've got here. I got to go back on mute again. I didn't even know I was on mute. All right, there we go. Yeah, definitely not the biggest catch, but they're good for smoker loads. That's for sure. Nice and cold. They just gotta dry out a little bit. Look at that nice orange meat there. That's omegas. That's what these guys like Tommy Boy ain't getting. And Crytaly. They're not getting their omegas. Follow them on. Like I said, not the biggest, but they're definitely good for the smoker. This one's probably got the least. You can almost tell. See how it's white and then nice and pink. It's pretty young. It might have been a late season planter, but it's perfect for the smoker. And they're already skinned. That way, it's easier to take care of when you get to this point. Just kind of prep and brine. You just sit there and dry and dry. And then what I'll do is I'll make a brine for them. Out of salt and brown sugar. Oh man, you might not be able to see that. That's one of the nicer ones right there. Look how orange that is all the way down compared. See, that's just not fat. That is meat, but it's white. This is a younger. And then the next season, or this might have been an early season planter, and that one was a late season planter. So the older they get, the more orange or red they go too. But it's my theory is it's from cold water. Once they experience cold water, that meat changes color. And then this is another smaller one. You can tell it's just got a little bit more white and then pink at the top. So that water where I was at yesterday just kind of got cold. So let those just kind of do their thing and dry. That's a whole smoker load of omegas right there. Found a little honey hole yesterday. Let's see if there's anything going on in the chat here. Oh, right on. All right, well, that's it for me, man. I can show you brine, but I've already put it in other videos. Try not to waste people's time. All right, I'm out of here. Everybody, peace out. Have a good day.